What's the motherfucking word? You already know who it is, man. It's your boy Yogii motherfucking Locco, and y'all tuned into the motherfucking late hour show. What's the motherfucking deal? Hey, for everybody watching, man, y'all go head over to the AZMT Awards group and go vote for the Late Hour Show podcast of the motherfucking podcast of the year. You already know, man, especially if we've been spinning your music, interviewed you at one point this year, man. Y'all go ahead and cast that vote. Get it in. But we're going to kick this off with some music. And hold on. For that, new album out, Rashad Tremaine, man. So make sure y'all go tune into that and go check that out too by your boy Yogii Locco, man. You already know what it is. Y'all go check that shit out. I'm about to kick y'all off with some music, man. Let's get this big tipsy, man. Way too active. Let's get it.
Yeah. Big tipsy. Western District, nigga.
Niggas gone off the juice. Niggas way too active. Niggas way too active. You know how I do. Niggas way too active. Niggas way too active. Gang ties out the roof. Niggas way too active. Niggas way too active. Red strings in my shoes. Niggas way too active. Niggas way too active. Me and my niggas pull up, you know the dirty boys. Handguns, street sweepers, told them kind of toys. Red laces in my chucks, holla at the boy. The beef get quiet when they knowing how we making noise. Belt buckles with the set, take it old school. Put it down, take your ass, whooping old school. It's new day, old rules, you little niggas tripping. Between you and the bitch, I can't tell the difference.
Diamonds and power rules, you can tell the difference. If it's all stepped on, you can tell the difference. If it's me or the squad, you don't know the difference.
I put it down, I keep it G, that's a total difference. I pancake it on your line, that's a whole breakfast. I keep turning up the speed till these niggas restless. I keep killing you niggas until you niggas breathless. A few words said, gotta cost my whole message. Niggas way too active. Niggas way too active. You know how I do. Niggas way too active. Niggas way too active. Gang ties out the roof. Niggas way too active. Niggas way too active. Red strings in my shoes. Niggas way too active. Niggas way too active. Goddamn hoe, here we go again. Elusive with the flow, I'm strong with the pen. Can't come to my area, it's dogs in the pen. Killers on the block, it's drugs in the van. Niggas ain't homies, they friends with the pigs. Don't matter if they talk, they tell with a pen. My pain is my pain, no telling where I've been. These chucks on my feet, no telling where they went. This drink in my cup, no telling if I'm bent. This beat from C Major, no telling what I spent. This the formula, shots in the coroner. Wrong colors in my hood, we look at you like foreigners. And amigos, homies at your peephole. White tees for your people. Come up off that chain like you Debo. And we don't win no cape like a hero. You know how to be roll. Niggas way too active. Niggas way too active. You know how I do. Niggas way too active. Niggas way too active. Gang ties out the roof. Niggas way too active. Niggas way too active. Red strings in my shoes. Niggas way too active. Niggas way too active.
Radical Mike, what's the motherfucking word? Radical Mike, man. What's going on, man? What's going on with the Radical one tonight, man? Let's kick off one of these songs. Let's kick off one more for y'all, man. Hey, this Denzel Davis, man, Gary Payton, let's get it.
You know what? It just come a time in life where
Shout
like
out my nigga Denzel
you gotta
Davis.
cut niggas out your circle. Can't be fucking with them squares.
Hey Will, this shit is fucking cold.
I do me at all times. Parental advisory, bitch, nigga.
Hood Will.
I be always lit, I be always turned. Bitches love me cause I kept it real out the mud. Diamonds on shining, they hitting just like a flood. I do this for my real ones, I do this shit for my thugs. I be always lit, I be always turned. If you gang, then you gang, and I'm treating you like you blood. Ain't never changed up, but some niggas switched out of love. They be hating on a nigga cause I ball just like the glove. I remember I was broken, they wasn't showing no love. I don't need your love, need loyalty over love. Baby, bottom line, come get this dick from a thug. You talking to somebody they idolize like the plug. Ain't gotta say a word, my niggas throwing them slugs. Do this for my rally, I do this shit for my thugs. Nigga, I be lit, money, sex, love, and drugs. Now hoes wanna cuff, have my baby fall in love. Baby, that ain't working, I analyze what it was. Been 10 steps ahead, can't let them play with my buzz. If I catch a op slipping, I'm cutting them like some fuzz. Niggas be the fakest, bite their hand and throw some subs. In the heart of the trenches, I flip a fight to a dub. Everything I hustle, I gotta keep it a dub. I'm a big dog now, can't be fucking around with these scrubs. Gotta watch how they move, cause I ball just like the glove. I be always lit, I be always turned. Bitches love me cause I kept it real out the mud.
The link, Radical Mike. Go check your inbox.
Like I do this for my real ones, I do this shit for my thugs. I be always lit, I be always turned. If you gang, then you gang, and I'm treating you like you blood. Ain't never changed up, but some niggas switched out of love. They be hating on a nigga cause I ball just like the glove. You ain't cut like me if you ain't get it out the mud. I know some real ones that ain't gonna make it out the mud. My day one switching, drug my name through the mud. Gotta keep that 40 on me cause niggas really do bug. Maybe it be the bitches or maybe it be the drugs. Either way, we used to sleep on the floor just like a rug. So many niggas hating, these bitches giving fake love. I ain't begging any nigga, I got my own like I'm Spud. I put it on the game, I came in ballin' like the glove. I was counting up the chicken with money, I fell in love. Serious conversation, need money over that love. Ain't fucking with no goofies, ain't fucking with no duds. Couple shots of Henny, I'm twisting up on a bud. I can pull any bitch and slide in her like some mud. My diamonds on Katrina, I'm talking them bitches flood. Real ones going late, I've been backstabbed by my blood. I be always lit, I be always turned. Bitches love me cause I kept it real out the mud. Diamonds on shining, they hitting just like a flood. I do this for my real ones, I do this shit for my thugs. I be always lit, I be always turned. If you gang, then you gang, and I'm treating you like you blood. Ain't never changed up, but some niggas switched out of love. They be hating on a nigga cause I ball just like the glove.
Hey, that was my nigga Denzel motherfucking Davis, man. Now, we're gonna bring on Radical Mike, see what's going on with the Radical One. Radical One say he got threatened. Radical One say he need a bodyguard.
Sir, what's up,
Radical
man?
motherfucking Mike.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's the word, Radical One, man?
Oh, man.
Now, I need answers, Nick. I need answers, Nick. I need answers, Nick. Why the fuck you need a bodyguard? Who threatened you?
Oh, check this right here. This is what happened. A while back, this dude named Doc Jaws something. He had a record label or some shit back in the day. He do a little podcast. I was on his podcast at one time, and I felt I decided to fall off of it because the people that he had on his podcast was serious. He just wasn't serious, and so we were just bumping heads too many times. So anyway, he got like a 10-year-old son, right? And he's been trying to get his son into the rap game, right? So he sent me some video of his son, and because he know I know MC Magic and all, he's like, "Yo, bro, why don't you introduce my son to Magic?" I'm like, "Well, yo, bro, look, your son got to have Magic for that kind of shit to go down. He got to be like really popping. He can't be just somebody that want to rap, and I'm gonna tell somebody that's like a real people in the industry, hey, check this out." I'm like, no, I can't do that, bro. He ain't there yet. So anyway, he had this post on Facebook about a week ago that said, "Hey, my son owns a LLC and a record label," right? I'm like, your son is 10 years old, 9 or 10 years old. I'm like, how is your son? So I responded to the post with like, how's your son own a LLC when he a kid. He can't take legal responsibilities for anything. So how is that possible? I mean, his name might be on it, but you as his dad are responsible for anything that go down. So his name is just on it as a figurehead, but it don't really mean nothing. It's really your record label. But you calling it your son's record label so you can pump your son up. So anyway, I respond on the post like, bro, that ain't even possible. So he called me while I was live earlier. He called me and was like, yo, nigga, cause his kid, him and his kid was at the Unhitched King premiere at the red carpet. So I invited his kid up on the red carpet, man, snapped a bunch of photos of his kid, you know, opened him up and everything. So this guy tells me, yo, nigga, you disrespecting my kid, talking about my kid ain't got no record label, my kid ain't doing this, woo, woo, woo. When I see you, you better have that same energy, nigga. I'm gonna fuck you up, woo, 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 all this kind of shit. I'm like, yo, bro, we live right now. He's like, I don't care, I'm gonna fuck you up. You better have that same kind of energy. I'm like, but dude, what are you talking about in the first place? How have I disrespected your son? And instead of him explaining to me what his disagreement was with my post and understanding where he's going, I need to see how legally your 10-year-old own a record label. I need to see that. If you say your 10-year-old own a record label, okay, where the documentation? And if he signed an artist, is he gonna sign it or you gonna co-sign it? I'm like, how does this work? Is your son gonna say whether or not the artist is a good artist or not? Or are you gonna say whether or not the artist is a good artist or not? I can understand you trying to make your kid be something that he really ain't, but let's be realistic. Call me, rah, 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 nigga, I'm gonna fuck you up. Woo, 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 woo. I'm like, yo, bro, all right, okay. When you see me there, nigga, you see me. It is what it is. And shit. But you're gonna be damn extremely adolescent about this shit, and you ain't gonna talk. Well, fuck, nigga, put your ass on motherfucking blast, and I'm gonna call the motherfucking dogs, nigga, and let them know what's up. And shit, while you playing. And shit, because you on some bullshit. That doesn't make no sense whatsoever. The conversation that you having about I'm disrespecting your kid. Your kid don't even know nothing about this. Your kid ain't seen the post. You know what I mean? So that's all his ego about what was going on. So man, I was like, damn, this nigga is the man. But see, you got people out here, bro, that are now. See, if I was a big nigga, you wouldn't have never said no shit like that. That nigga probably weigh 270 and shit. Yeah, he could say some shit like that because he don't seem like I'm a threat and shit. But if I was a big nigga, that nigga would have not said a fucking word with all that bullshit because he's get his motherfucking head knocked off and stuff. And so I become an easy motherfucking nigga. They're like, oh, I'm gonna fuck with the old dude. I'm like, all right, okay, shit. See how that shit work? And shit, I ain't mad at shit. That don't mean I ain't gonna cuss you out in the process, though. You can believe that. Shit. Fuck, I already been drinking. Shit, you motherfucker, you called me at the wrong time with that bullshit.
Oh yeah. This old school gangster Mike right here, man.
Man, come on, bro. I'm just, man. I got to stand my own, man. I'm too old for that shit, man. I ain't like almost to no motherfucking niggas, man, just because they got a bad attitude and shit. You know, fuck, you gonna catch a case, nigga? Catch a case and shit. Because you come fuck me up, then what happened to your kid? Because I'm gonna sue you, nigga. If I survive, and then plus I'm gonna have some motherfucker looking for your ass anyway. So it don't make no difference. Now that you don't warn me that you're gonna fuck me up, man, I got to look for you first. Nigga, you know how this shit go in the motherfucking hood, nigga. I ain't waiting till you pull up. I'm trying to pull up at your spot and shit, unannounced and shit. You know, we about to have some home invasion shit. Fuck.
Goddamn, Radical Mike.
Man, motherfuckers be talking shit like they think motherfuckers can't come get their motherfucking ass. You don't threaten motherfucking niggas and shit. And like, yeah, that's the way it's supposed to go down. You don't just call a motherfucker with no kind of a reason or nothing to get them all paranoid and shit. Then niggas got to go arm up and shit. Everywhere they go, they got to be on point and shit and be ready to bust your ass when you pull up and shit. Because you already last I heard you had a fucked up attitude. So what am I supposed to do when I see you? And shit, I ain't supposed to see you like we gonna talk now, nigga. You was on the phone with me and didn't want to say a word, but I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm like, all right, nigga, about some bullshit. Okay, cool. That's going down. Man, that motherfucker part. Look, I ain't gonna even say, but anyway, you know, the fizzle. And the Thizzler went down.
The Thizzler. Talk to us about the Thizzler event, man. What's the word?
Look, man, the Thizzler went down. It was probably out of all of the events that I've probably been to this year, bro. It was lit. That motherfucker was lit.
Was it wall to wall packed or was it?
Man, it was wall to wall packed. I'm talking about packed. They had 200. They had 150 people in there, man. Good, easy. Some of the niggas outside and some more shit. Man, the parking lot was full and shit, man. It was a good. And at $20 a head, bro. Come on, they went all the way in, bro. And so it ain't no doubt about it. And you know, to the conversation that we had. You know, shit, where's all of the regular niggas at and shit on the show? Well, there wasn't a whole lot of regular niggas there that was performing, but all of the regular niggas that was there in the audience. Defiant was in that motherfucking Manfly, Bobby Baymont, motherfucking goddamn Westwood, big man, the whole Loud Pack, man. Everybody was in that motherfucking event, bro. Stick was there with his motherfucking entourage and shit. You know, I got a bunch of pictures of him on the red carpet, and man, it was man, everybody was a motherfucking what you call him? Your boy, young Buki was in there. What you call him was there? Deontay, man, them motherfuckers was not, man. It was packed, bro. They had a good turnout, and even to the last artist that performed was lit, had high energy. It was still probably 20, 30 people in the building when the last artist went on stage. And you know how they do around here, man. But when the last artist come, man, he the only motherfucker in the building. And stuff, you know, everybody.
How many people performed?
Oh boy, don't even go there, man. I don't know how many performed, but I would say, because I got there late, a lot of people had already performed. I say easy 10 people. I say easy. I say they had easy 10 artists at least on the stage. I probably saw 4, 5, and there was a few before I can. So I'll say 10, but they probably had a couple more. They probably had about 12, 15 artists and stuff, man.
Because I know the only footage I saw was from you. I didn't necessarily. I know I seen like today. I probably saw a couple more footages, but I think that was DJ who had posted little clips of everybody who had performed like after the fact. So that's how I figured out. You know, I know Bossy performed, Shuey, Yonte, Denzel Davis. I can't remember everybody else off the top of my head. I heard DJ almost bombed on Danielle. motherfucker got water thrown on her. Yeah, nigga, I already got a little ghetto in there.
That must
I
have been
already
that
got a
must have
little
been
ghetto.
that
Motherfucker,
must have been
one, two,
before I
three,
got there.
swing. You know what I'm saying?
But bro, even with that deal, that's been going on, that's been going around, and now check this out. I on my live, listen, on my live a few minutes ago, because I was taking pictures, man. You know, I take a lot of pictures when I do one of them events. I don't overlook anybody, but I don't necessarily see people as who they are. I don't necessarily see people as who they are, because a lot of the people, I don't know them like that, because I don't recognize them. I just know that they are people in the event, and I'm gonna take pictures of everybody that's in the event, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So and I don't even look, man. I'm just looking through the camera, boom, taking pictures, and I don't really get a chance to see who I really took pictures of until I go back and look at the photos. So just so happened, when I first come in the building, I take a picture of young Buki, I take a picture of Shields, I think I passed up the photo of Deontay right then, because I thought it was him, and I was like, damn, is that the nigga? All right, I'll get back to him. And said, and I took, and so I started taking a picture of the crowd. Like, boom, as soon as I walk in, I'm taking a picture of the crowd. And right at the front of the crowd is your boy, AZ Mixtape. His motherfucking goddamn fizzle, right? So it is what you call him? What's his
Kid
name?
K.
Yeah, it's Kid K. But I looked at him and I thought, is this Kid K? Or is this not Kid K? I don't know if this is ever looked like him. And he was looking straight at the audience at the stage, and I was to the side of him. So he was like, I don't even see this nigga, right? So I take a picture, and I'm really taking a picture of him or this dude I think might be him and the crowd. Okay. When I get to edit the photos, and I'm going through the photos, I'm like, okay, that is Kid K. But my partner told me later that him and his partner and the chick that he fucked with, that's his partner and shit with AZ Mixtape. That's his wife?
Yeah.
Okay, that she was there. Well, I don't know who she is. I didn't know who she looked like, because I ain't never seen her before like that. I ain't like, okay, this is Kid K's wife, blah blah blah. Right? Damn, man, you talking that strong shit, right? Y'all lost. Fuck,
Yeah,
man.
her name is Queen D. I forgot her name on Facebook. It's Danielle Pause or something.
Right. So anyway, so I didn't know who she was. I'm taking a picture of what I think is Kid K and the crowd. When I get the photos back, because my partner said, Danielle and AZ Mixtape was there. I'm like, damn, I didn't see him, because I ain't recognize him. I'm just taking pictures of people. So when I get my pictures, I look at the picture, and when I'm taking a picture of him, she is right beside him. She is right beside him, and she's giving me a cold ass side eye, nigga, over the top of her glasses. While I'm taking a picture of him, she giving me the side eye over her glasses. And I didn't even know who she was, but when I saw the picture, I just came to the conclusion that was the lady, But I didn't know they were married, but I just found out. Well, look, I didn't interview Kid K, but I had a conversation with him about a year ago about the RTU, where his chick works at, and his and his AZ mixtape. And he was saying that, well, you know, we started AZ mixtape together, and then AZ mixtape is going pretty cool. And then all of a sudden she jumped ship and go to the other station and take them all of the ideas that they had formulated in making AZ mixtape. So I'm like, yeah, well, whatever, bro. Just, you know, keep on doing what you're doing. You know that you and her started AZ
You talking
mixtape.
about Ash? You talking about DJ I now, right?
Yeah. That you and DJ R did that, you know, y'all started AZ mixtape and stuff. You know, it is what it is, and she's going over there. Well, fuck, ain't nothing you can do about that and stuff, you know. But then I find out that they got kids and some more shit.
Oh yeah, that baby mom, baby daddy.
Yeah. And I'm like, so he gets mad at me because I question the AZ mixtape awards process. I was like, nigga, why? Because I didn't read, I'll be honest, I didn't read the fine print that said you get to pick the whoever you think needs to be on the list. Well, if you don't know none of the niggas, how you gonna pick? Right? You know, so I'm like, why should we have to pick? Why don't you just give us the list and then we pick from there? And he was saying, well, I don't really want to be involved like that and seem biased, so I'm not going to pick who's going to be on the list of top album, top this, top that, whatever. And then so after I commented about I don't think I should have to pick and stuff. And then he said, well, okay, well, you got to pick. So I picked because I was having a conversation about Bowtie. Bowtie was on the list of local promoters. And I'm like, well, shit, Bowtie gives a bunch of damn shows and stuff, party shows. So how come his name how come his numbers ain't up near the top? Because I don't even know these other people that's on the list as promoters. Mm-hmm. So he gets pissed off and decides to block me, because that's when you sent me the request for me to vote for you, and I couldn't because this nigga had blocked me, right? So then what happens? Tone has him on his show, and Tone is saying the same thing. Why should the audience have to pick who's going to be on the list? How come you don't have a criteria for what the DJ is and what makes the DJ a DJ? How many, if you got an album, what puts you on the list? How come he don't have the format himself? So he's telling Tone the same thing. I don't want to seem biased. Y'all got to pick. Okay, so now he ain't mad at Tone for not reading the instructions, but he's mad at me for not reading the instructions. He ain't blocking Tone, he's blocking me. Well, shit, Tone, he can't block Tone. He need Tone to advertise his shit. So he ain't gonna block Tone. Me and Tone is in agreement with he should have the categories and pick the artist, and then we choose from the artist, and then he can argue with us about why you pick that artist and not pick other artists, but he didn't want to have that. So Tone says, okay, I'm gonna pick DJ R for DJ of the year. And he put DJ R on the list, right?
That's damn messy, yo.
And wait a minute, but hold on. DJ R, because I didn't even know nothing about what she did. That she was with this core DJ. My partner said she with the core DJ program organization, yada, yada, yada. So I'm like, okay, it's time for a nigga to do some research. So I check out what the hell is the damn core DJs. The brother came up with the core DJs 11 years ago. It's a international DJ pool, and they send DJs here and there, and they expect DJs to break new music and all of that kind of stuff. So I can understand her idea of artists need to send her their damn music. And if she don't think their music is up to par, then she got to reject their music, because the people in the core DJ organization is gonna look at her sideways if she promote some bullshit, right? So she got to be careful of how she distribute music, because she in an organization that feel like, okay, we break new music. Okay, well now it ain't nobody else in Phoenix that's doing no shit like that.
She ain't breaking on no records.
But I know, I mean, now I'm just saying, look, I'm just saying what the deal is supposed to be, right? So she deserved to be on the list. I mean, me and her don't get along at all. But I mean, as far as a DJ is concerned, yeah.
I mean, with their personal issue going on though, yeah, ain't no DJ out on that list.
Well, yeah, that's what he said. He said, I ain't gonna put her on the list. I'm like, well, if now you being personal with you ain't gonna put her on the list, what happens till we get to vote who go on the list? If we add somebody to the list and then you're gonna say, look, if you say you ain't gonna pick who's gonna be on the list and we get to pick, and then as soon as we pick, you say not that one. What the fuck is that? So, I mean, he get caught in a catch-22 where he can't be personal. He can't be personal on that. He got to just hope she don't win, because if she does, nigga, you got to give her a trophy on the goddamn stage.
I think they did take her off the vote.
He did. He told Tone that now this is his excuse. He said that he took her off the list because Tone was taking too long to add somebody else on another list along with her. And Tone was saying, oh, yo, nigga, I can take my time with picking my next person for whatever list they gonna be on. You can't say because I'm taking too long to pick other artists that you're gonna take my first choice off the list. And see, that was a flimsy excuse. He should have just said straight out, I don't like her, we beefing, and she my ex, and she be hounding me about baby daddy stuff, and we just ain't got no good relationship, so now I'm gonna be biased, and she ain't on. Okay, so well, if you're gonna be biased now, why didn't you just be biased in the beginning and pick everybody that you wanted on the list and leave her ass out? And this is all you got to choose from is this DJ, that DJ, that DJ. The best album is this album, that album, and that album. If at the end of the day, you get to scratch somebody off the list because of personal issues. And that ain't fair to the AZ mixtape format, that the people get to pick who's going to be on the show, on the award. You know what I mean? So he's got a double standard where you can choose, but if you choose somebody I don't like, I'm going to take them off the list. You know what I mean? That's just some bullshit. So now he's getting petty, and he going to have to just grow up in this position and say, okay, me and her beefing, but this is professional, and she on the list because she was nominated or she was selected, and they got to go with that, man. He got to go with that. It ain't nothing that he can do about that. And he got to suck it up on that, be better man, and he gonna win some points with her. He gonna win some points with their kids. He gonna win some points, because at the end of the day, if he got to
What about his wife? She probably taught that nigga don't put that bitch on her.
Listen, men got to understand that they got to handle their own business, and wives come second to what men got to do.
I
That
mean,
hold on, he got babies before his wife. Them babies that he had before
I
his
think
wife.
they both have kids together. So you see,
I'm just saying, both of them
I
is his baby's mamas. Just like
mean,
if he was a king back
I
in
don't blame
Africa,
I don't blame him personally. I don't blame him. If you wanna, I mean, just from looking at how it's unfolding now, I
right?
hella don't blame that nigga. I
Well,
hella don't blame that nigga for snatching that name off there. I would have done the same thing.
no, he
Nah,
just
bitch, fuck that.
mad. He just hurt, and he can't be
If
hurt.
they
And
was if they was in a point where it was all peaches and cream and it wasn't messy, with hella outside influences, because that's just how Phoenix is. And motherfuckers is messy. So I mean, it's hella got messy. It was messy on Tone Show. It was hella. Look, that's the you laugh it, you don't. Hey. It got messy on Tone Show. When they went and did the interview, nigga, it went from awards to DJI real quick. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nigga, that was messy. So I mean, it don't help when you have people kind of egging the shit on, and then it gives the nigga a reason to be like, you know what, I am gonna like fuck that. I don't want to do. And then when you have events like the Fizzler event and motherfuckers running up swinging and water getting thrown, and I wasn't there. I'm not too sure what happened. This is just a rumor. You know what
but
I'm saying?
listen. We got to put it out there now. Anybody got any footage of DJR and the whole messy program going down at the show? We need photos and shit.
I don't know. I don't know. All I heard is somebody got read up on and somebody got splashed in the face with some water. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't hear nothing else.
Man, look and see.
Aside from that, and even I heard with that included, I heard the night was pretty good, so that's good.
No, look, bro. It was if that was a snag in the program, that was the only discontent.
That's good. That's
That was
good.
it was because you know
I
me,
mean,
man.
that was just a little something, something. I don't know if any hits connected, if any water connected, so I don't know.
Right. And my position, man. I be rubbing everybody the wrong way. But bro, let me tell you, I got nothing but love in that motherfucker, man. All the way through the building, bro. I'm getting hugs and shit, man, all the way through the building. I probably got more photos of niggas in there than anybody else that was there, and everybody was there with cameras.
Right.
And so, but see, the deal is most folks, because I cover the event, I'm not there to just take some pictures of the artist. I'm like
Now my
getting.
question.
Go
This
ahead.
the no. This the question I got about the Fizzler event. What next?
What next?
What next?
Oh, now see, now I
I
don't.
mean, is it gonna go down like a regular show? You know what I'm saying. You know niggas.
Right.
Did niggas come get the bag and dip on niggas, and it's just gonna be another show? You gonna be able to say you performed that it was packed? Like, is niggas really gonna get something out of this, or is it one of them events that come and
Okay. Now see, listen.
Hey,
I
hey,
don't.
hey,
Listen.
I'm just asking because I've seen it happen before. We all remember the one event. Who fucking did? Remember that was like, oh, we're gonna sign you to Stoudemire label, and
Oh man,
and then and then the nigga and then the
yeah.
nigga won, and they never signed his ass. They got the bag and dip. So is this one of the events where they really go do something for one of these niggas, man? Or is it one of the events where we let y'all perform and it was attached to the name and you had a packed house at a regular venue, by the way. It was
Okay.
DD's now,
Yeah.
not say that nobody, but I mean, fuck, my nigga, like shit. We
Oh man,
packed out.
you shouldn't be asking those kind of questions. See, it's
You
those
have
kind
to
of
know these
questions.
type of things, rather.
Yeah, see, because those questions are yet to
Because
be
I
answered.
saw somebody asking a question of who won, So I don't know if it was formulated as some kind of contest last night.
See, there you go, man. See, there you go. You
Was
want that
this a
Illuminati
contest?
shit.
Radical
You want
Mike, you
that
was there,
Illuminati
nigga.
shit.
Was this a
Listen,
contest?
listen.
Was this a contest? Was it a
Oh,
contest? Or
man.
was niggas just up there rapping? I need to know.
Look, they're gonna have to they're gonna have to work that part out. You know, see, this is the thing.
All right, come on.
This the thing. In an event like that, where there is a promised
What was the
bag,
promise?
man.
What was the promise, Radical Mike? So there was a promise. So Yogi wasn't wrong. They were promised something now. What was these niggas promised? Because we already know
Oh,
niggas be lying. So
oh
what
shit.
the fuck was from? Oh yeah. Something was promised. But these niggas weren't told they were gonna get something. I want to know the niggas paid the fight.
Look, okay, so this is the deal.
What's the deal?
People,
The feel be here, dude.
okay, theoretically, people were promised some friends benefits, and a winner was to be announced.
So who the fuck was the
Now,
winner?
well, no, there's nobody in there. Nobody could be. See, there was no winner announced, and see, you know, a lot of times you got preliminary, behind the scenes activity going on. A lot of times you got preliminary, behind the scenes activity. You know, let's look at the footage. Was anybody monitoring who was performing and who they thought at the end of the night is the man? Now, at this point, that is still a little question that normally nobody is supposed to answer that question. Everybody is supposed to be like content that it was a great crowd, it's a nice turnout, and more people saw you
That's why we're here.
normally saw you. And nigga, take your ass to the house. I don't know if that's the way it's going down.
And that's why we're media, because we asked him questions like, who the fuck won? Who's the winner? Why haven't I heard about who won this event? I know it was supposed to be a winner, okay? You're not gonna fool me. It was supposed to be a winner. Who was the winner? Y'all niggas was supposed to tell us the winner last night. Yeah, I shouldn't. When do I know who won the motherfucker?
When do we know?
Because I saw niggas was out there showing out on stage. So y'all niggas don't pick the winner.
They had energy. Everybody came with pretty much with a game and stuff. You know, there might have been a couple of slackers. I ain't see everybody, but there might have been.
Where does Arizona hip hop go take that next step with their venues and say, let's go try to fucking go get the celebrity theater and pack that bitch out or something?
Well, I mean, you know, the deal is that it's gonna take a series of mini events that get crowds. Like, say, for instance, okay, AZ Mixtape Awards is like coming up. All right, so
they do good. They do good, I believe.
Yeah.
Like, that shit was good last year. I didn't go, but that shit was good.
So they're gonna have a decent crowd. This group had a different crowd, had a good crowd. And the deal is they're not supposed to really do another like major thing until next year. So, you know, from what I've been hearing, that this was like it's going to be like an annual event and shit. You know what I mean?
They probably made hella money off these niggas again. But that's besides the point. Go ahead and carry on.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, a series of events that get good crowds, which means that the promoter has good juice. You know, for right now, look, the way that it stands, the promoters don't have no juice. You know, the promoters can't get good people and a crowd to their event. they can get the artist.
To me, Thizzler, C Legal, you know, they wrote the Thizzler, man. You know, shout out to them niggas, though, man. I just been
Yeah,
with
yeah, yeah, yeah. They were there.
I fuck with those people, them money.
His C Legal's folks was there, and you know that process and his brand, because their thing is I'm thinking is that they got a big brand and podcast popping off in California, and any
But
artist.
they out of here.
Yeah, I know, but they got connections in California with a decent platform, okay, and so it's like if y'all get through this little deal and whoever comes up at the top, we gonna filter you in to this other Cali format and stuff and get you some airplay and stuff in Cali in a bigger market and stuff. But I haven't actually sit down and talked to Shields, 411 and had a like, okay, nigga, what's up? And said we haven't had one of those conversations. But as far as what they have on the surface said is that, you know, we got some things promised and said so.
So what were they promised? Like what was promised?
Hey, look, man.
What was promised, Radical Mike? You're not gonna dance around the question. What were they promised? I need to know, nigga. I need to know. You know we keep it real on this motherfucker. What was these niggas promised? Because I know they said we're gonna give you niggas something and it's gonna be good. I know it.
Yeah, they had it juicy. I ain't know none of the details. You know, I'm just the other
What's the
brother
details, Radical
trying
Mike?
to
You know the
squeeze it
details.
in. They don't tell me all of the details, man. Everybody know I can't keep nothing, so they don't tell me all of the
So I assume this was not something that was announced to the crowd. It was like told to the artist specifically.
No, it was not announced to the crowd.
So the crowd has no knowledge that they were promised anything to perform.
No, I don't think so. I don't
So
think
so niggas wasn't aware that was like a competition.
Well, the niggas that was performing probably kind of sort of knew, but because that was the pretense that they were booked for the show, is that it is a competition and somebody gonna win something, and so whatever it is that they're gonna win, somebody gonna win something at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, nothing was announced as to what a winner was and what a winner was gonna get. And stuff. It was like, oh shit, it's the end of the show. That was the last act. See y'all next time. And stuff. So there was no like MC event, you know, where all right, I sure appreciate everybody for coming out. This is the thing, blah blah blah. We promised this and we promised that, and this is how we're gonna come to that conclusion as to what happened. Tune in for further developments. They didn't do none of that. So and you know how the media and me, man, when it get late, man, you don't want to be the last nigga leaving the parking lot. That's when shit get fucked up. That's it, because you don't want to be, because it might be a hater lurking and shit, man. You do not want to be. You want to leave that bitch early, but because I was invited, I had to pretty much stay for the whole program and said, you know what I mean?
That's what's up, though.
You know what I mean? So I gotta respect the invitation, because most motherfuckers is not inviting me to their motherfucking shit.
Yeah, I remember I invited you somewhere and it was
yeah. As a matter of fact, now that you brought that shit up. That's your fault. That's him. It's
don't play that shit on me,
nigga. my man was in the spot. He was there. Everybody was there, nigga. Power was there, man. You know, we shook hands. I'm telling you, man, it was love in the building. I took pictures of him and my partner, him and the chick that was with the Thizzler. I mean, damn, man. You know, it was that people was on their acting game. They was like, oh shit, we gotta act nice tonight. It's just like real cool. We don't like some of these niggas, but we got to, but we gonna act nice tonight and something. Everybody act responsible. Other than I guess the damn Fizzle damn deal with his ladies going at it, but other than that, he the only one was up in that motherfucker pimping, so he need to be relaxing and shit.
Niggas in there pimping?
Damn Fizzle. I mean, damn my boy Kid K. He got two women up in there throwing shit at each other and shit, and he's like, "Yo, what's the? Hold on, y'all, my women, stop it." And shit, he's supposed to be on some real pimping in there like that.
Gotta go, Mike. Oh man, where the vodka, nigga? I'm about to take a shot at the
I'm drinking. I'm drinking cheap vodka. I got Pinnacle, and I'm down to that. Cause see, the thing was next to Walmart. Oh shit, nigga. Oh. You got a full jug. Man, I got about this much in the fifth.
Yeah, look, what you talking about? Tequila Town. Tequila Town.
You ain't drinking Tito. What you drinking?
Tequila.
What kind of tequila?
Four Freedom.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, tequila. Oh man, you ain't drinking damn Patron or fucking
I ain't like them bougie niggas.
Man, Tanqueray, man. I can remember back in the day, bro. I used to drink up some Tanqueray.
I don't like clear tequila though. Like,
is that right?
I do not drink clear. I drink the gold one. I tell myself I drink like Mexican.
Right? Yeah. See, bro, that's your next rap song. That's your next rap song. I drink like a motherfucking Mexican.
Hey, I just dropped a song with J-Hound, but it's not mixed up and shit, so I ain't gonna let nobody hear it. But
listen,
dollar signs on the way, man.
Listen.
We still got to get 43 cal on there, man. We still got to get 43 cal on there. It ain't done yet, but oh boy.
Listen, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro, because I like to keep it real. Everybody is like trying to make it happen. Let me tell you, y'all, your Knuckle Up song and your Knuckle Up and what the fuck was on that another song that was in that list? Knuckle Up and Arizona, the Arizona song. Both of those songs, bro, are better than all of the songs on y'all last album. So whatever y'all was doing then, y'all need to reincorporate that in your new shit. With you doing like when you doing the Knuckle Up song, that's you. That's you. That's you.
Oh, man, I can let you hear. Why off the air? I can let you hear some shit. With me and my music, bro, I could go so many lanes and ways, and
but I'm
not like one of them rappers who gonna give you that same look every.
This is the thing. What artists got to look at is what's working. But what artists got to look at is what's working for you better. You know what I mean?
Hey, to be honest, bro. Yeah. To be honest, Radical Mike, I get a lot of people fucking with this one, bro. I mean, I feel like all my albums did good, bro, especially with the people who enjoy my music, my fans and shit. They always fuck with it.
But what I'm saying is your style on there, your delivery and stuff was sharp. Right on motherfucking time. That was a good song. Y'all should really that Knuckle Up shit was motherfucking cat.
You know how long, bro, the Knuckle Up, that was like my second album last year, I think.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. I dropped that on. That's off for Arcade Bully. That's the one.
Yeah. That was your last fucking album, bro.
No.
The album before last.
I was before that.
Yeah,
That was
yeah, yeah,
before that. Now,
yeah.
the album after that, that one was now that one was special because I reached out to majority Arizona artists. I was only
Right.
strictly working with AZ artists, with the exception of two people. Everybody else was from Arizona.
Well, now
Um,
is that that's the one that's got
that's the one
Arizona
with
with
yeah,
stick,
yeah,
your
yeah.
passion, all that, because that's the
Yeah,
first.
now that song, how I put that together was different. It was
Right.
different because usually you got these camps and cliques, and everybody on Arizona was from different labels, different sides of town, different hoods.
Right,
Uh,
right,
Everybody on there wasn't friends. We didn't talk to each other every day. Like I hit up these niggas and I was like, "Yo, I got this song. This is an Arizona song. I just gotta ask you, are you from Arizona or have you been out here for 10 years or longer?"
right, right,
That was
right,
the only criteria to be on the song, and I
right,
reached
right,
out to five people. The only difference that there was one difference, which I don't have to go into it on air, but I know
right,
one artist was supposed to be somebody else at one point.
right,
Shit didn't happen, and it
right,
ended up, with the cast that it is, right
right,
now.
right, right, right,
Um, so that one was different to put together, and just to be out there, that song took me a little minute to get how it sounds now. Like
right,
it took a while. That wasn't like a week process. Like nigga, I
right,
had to
right,
wait. It was like five. It was like five of us on there. The only verse that everybody heard was mine. Because I had been dropped my verse, and I was like, fuck
right,
it. I was comfortable with my shit. I'm like, yeah, shoot it out there. Let's get it done. Everybody I reached out to, they was with it. You already knew kind of who I was gonna hit up and shit, and I'm kind of glad I did. I'm planning on putting together another type of song, like a part two, but I ain't really got there. But everybody
right,
like, I want to
right,
be on part two, and I'm like, hold on, nigga, I'm gonna get for you, motherfuckers on here and shit, bro.
right, right. See, man, you you just dropped a video though, didn't you?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I dropped the trailer. The video probably
Right.
isn't gonna drop till like next week.
Yeah,
I'm about
cause
to
cause
run
cause
that up.
you up on like a construction dam or lift thing. Yeah, yeah.
Hey man, look, niggas in there cutting up, man. But low key, bro. A lot of people been asking for that video, bro. Like,
Right, right,
if you would and because I'm on this, but if you would have asked me what video I would have shot, I would have shot a different one if had I
right,
had the chance. You know what I mean? Because it's a couple videos I want to shoot. That was a good video. The video shoot actually came out good. The video dude I work with, he's fucking dope as shit, man. He does his thing every motherfucking time, and he only getting better, bro. So I mean,
right,
I
right.
took
You,
this motherfucker to the hood, and we got caught up a few of the homies and shit, and we went and shot the video, man, and it came out good, bro. It definitely came out
you,
good,
you
man. It
know,
wasn't.
you know what? Because a lot of time people when they get ready to do a video, they publicize it like, "Yo, bro, I'm finna get ready to shoot a video. If y'all want to be in it, pull up and this and that and the other." And a lot of people, man, will just because they want to be a part of some shit, man. Uh, they will pull up and add to the crowd, so that shit looked like some public
Oh,
enemy shit back in the day.
yeah, my shit was like. Yeah, man. You know how some of them video shoots, it's like, if I can shoot you the address, I will. Other than that, you already know where you need to be at type shit.
Right, right, right,
That's kind
right,
of how this video was. Like, I called the homie, was like, cuz meet me on the H block. You know where it's at, my nigga. 8 p.m. will be over there. Fuck with it.
right,
Yeah,
right,
share. The niggas who made it, made it. Shout out to the niggas who did pull up, man, for real, cause I don't be having a lot of niggas numbers and shit like that, man. But
right, 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 right.
but the energy to me was dope, man. We got a lot of good scenes. A lot of good scenes, bro. That was actually my first. That was my second. That was like my second night shoot. Cause
Right,
I
right.
did do another planet with Bobby Baymont. I don't know if you seen that video.
Uh-uh.
But me and Bobby Baymont got a video out and shit, another planet. And we smoked like over 13 blunts during that video shoot. I got like sky high. And on top of that, we had like infused wings. There were fucking like Rice Krispie treat. Everything was like had weed in it, bro. From the
Right,
chicken wings to the fucking treats to
right,
everything, man. We had like fucking
right. Shit, yeah, that's fucking that you know, I saw Bobby last night at the event, and then plus I had I did an interview with him about 3 weeks ago. I did an interview with him. Shit, man, that motherfucker was like 3 hours long, bro. That shit was took a minute because I did an interview with Baymont about 3 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago or so, 2 weeks ago. And man, that shit was like 3 hours, bro. I talked to that youngster, man, for about 3 hours straight
oh yeah.
on a live stream, man, because he got a lot, man. He got a ton of information, man. He a smart brother. He a
Yeah, like
real
they my cool, man. I fuck with Bobby.
yeah. He's a real smart young brother, man. And because he's not from the culture, he's like he sees everything from a different perspective, you know, because you know he's actually Haitian, adopted, and shit, man, and just like coming from that kind of background and then just tossed into real Negroville and shit, you know, because everybody that see him, just like, cause I asked him, I'm like, dude, do white people or you know like racist motherfuckers look at you like you a foreigner because you know you Haitian and shit, you know, or they look at you like, man, you a nigga just like everybody else, and he's like, no, they look at me like I'm a nigga like everybody else. and his thing is because he ain't from like here. A lot of times it's odd for brothers to rationalize. A lot of times it's hard for brothers to rationalize what racism really is and how our separation really is. You know, because brothers that come from a different cultural environment where black people are tighter, and when they get here and they find like niggas is at each other's throat, and they're like, well, how the fuck did that happen? And I said, nigga, let me tell you the story. And shit, so if you gotta tell black people why we are how we are, they're like, no shit, that's some real bullshit right there. And shit, because a lot of people, they just look at how we act and they don't know how we got here. And shit, you know, so having a conversation with somebody like Baymont that's actually detached, it's like talking to a foreigner. It's like talking to a brother that's, you know, not one of us, but is one of us because he's been in the environment for a minute. You know, he went to high school with white people and they treated him just like a nigga. You know, they're like, damn, nigga, you a nigga. And he's like, nah, fuck no, I come from Haiti and I'm adopted by white people. And shit, you know. It's like, I asked him, I was like, dude, what happens when the white people bully you at the white school? When you got white parents and shit, you know? I'm like, when you're in a situation where even though you're a black person at a black disadvantage, but you got parents that got motherfucking bank and they can take a motherfucker to whatever kind of court they need to. So when you bullying a nigga that's got white parents, that's some different shit right there. You know? So white people can't really get away so easy with bullying a nigga that's adopted by white people. You know what I mean? Because they finna come hard. They finna, oh, I'll call my lawyer, motherfucker. And they're like, oh shit. You know, whereas a black person with black parents, well, they might not be able to call no lawyer. They might not have nobody that they can call and get these motherfuckers off their back. But you know, I don't know what kind of we didn't get into. I mean, but yeah, he got some smart parents. They was like cool. I think his dad was like a carpenter or something. And his mom was cool, was smart and shit too. So so when you got that kind of stability, you know, when you got that kind of stability, when you got that kind of stability growing up and stuff, and this motherfucker plays, I mean, he reads music, plays the piano and shit. I mean, you know, when you got brothers that's got musical skill and rap, bro, you in a whole different ball game from somebody that don't know nothing about music and they making it up as they go. When you got a guy that know music, he know how to put the rap in it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So he's a good advantage for brothers that's in rap but don't really know music and shit, you know, because he know music. And that's, I mean, it is what it is. And music is music. If you know music, well, then now you know how to write music, you know how to construct music and stuff, you know, whereas everybody else is just kind of winging it because they ain't been trained. They haven't been trained in music. So fuck, they just making this shit up as they go and mimicking what somebody else did that was maybe successful, instead of knowing the foundation of the music and knowing how and where you can manipulate it and stuff. You know, when you don't know, when you don't know, you just don't damn know. But brothers like that come into the culture that's educated, people need to jump on that because that's your ticket to ride and say, because he's advanced mentally and technically speaking. So people got to say, well, like, damn, this nigga knows some shit. I'm finna ride with this nigga. You know what I mean? Because he can take you somewhere. Because he knows enough about music to help you. Whereas when you dealing with other people that everybody else is just winging it, man. They just throwing shit up against the wall and hope the shit stick. But when you got people that actually know music, just like Merkham, like Tay the Crown, Tay, and I ain't had a chance to interview him, but I checked out one of his other interviews. He had poetry award from writing real poetry in high school. So that nigga can really fucking write. You know, so when you got brothers that can really write, because they educated a little bit, versus brothers that's just making up sentences and phrases and then hoping they work, you know, that's a different kind of advantage. And when you got brothers that got them kind of advantage, just like when on Fizzle and them award thing, I was like, how come Merkham ain't at the top of this list? I mean, how is that? How come Merkham and Tay the Crown ain't at the top of that fucking list? Period. They the two best artists in the city. Hands down, ain't no doubt about it. I don't care what nobody else say. Tay the Crown and motherfucking Merkham is the two top motherfucking niggas rapping in this fucking town. Period. And shit. Period. And shit. And because when you look at, because once you go
to these niggas on Facebook, maybe.
But no.
New Time say Mega Ran the biggest rapper in Phoenix.
Well, look, Tay on radio though.
Mega Ran is the biggest.
Tay got a radio version of his.
Recognized. Let me say it like this: recognized by Arizona the state. Mega Ran is the biggest
music industry. Recognized in the music industry.
I was just having a conversation with somebody about this, man. I said it's a big difference. I just had a conversation with a nigga about this same topic, and I'm about to say it to your ass too. It's a difference between getting these niggas on Facebook behind you and being like, yeah. But the scene unfortunately reaches way beyond Facebook, and
Man, and
man, I wish y'all passion ass was on here, because I swear we was just touching on this man last night. Uh, you got multiple scenes out here in the hip hop, right? So just saying that, it's like you got your Megarans, the futuristics and shit, and
right.
whoever else is bubbling that don't participate in these Arizona hip hop activities, right? So that's the these niggas don't participate in Arizona hip hop activities, but yet they still see success more than niggas. So, uh, and
Ah, man.
I fuck with them niggas, bro. I'm not saying they don't see success, but I'm saying recognized by the state, you're gonna
Right.
get a different name on who's the
Well,
hottest
just like
out here right now.
let me throw
Who's the fans
Bobby Baymont.
speaking?
Listen, let me throw Bobby Baymont in there because Baymont is making music with sincerely what's his name? Seriously, sincerely, what's his name?
Nigga sincerely comments.
Yeah, he making music with that nigga and stuff. You know what I mean? So now he is right in there. He right in there, bro. Look, and as far as and the way I look at it, the next brother to blow around here is Young Bookie.
Who?
Young Bookie.
Shit. Well, his daddy's big. So.
Huh?
Yeah, I mean, I can see it.
Yeah. Young Bookie, because see,
Man,
this is
it's a few artists out here that could pop, bro. I always say how this shit is just motherfuckers gotta just get their lane and get in there, man, and invest your money into your career the right way. Don't fall victim. Don't fall victim.
Come
Like
on, Victor.
put your
That's it.
money into
But look,
yourself, man, because that's the best way I could tell them. Put some money into yourself and get hurt. Like,
this the deal.
one of them niggas. Don't be one of them niggas. Don't be one of them niggas, man.
Look, bro.
Because
This
even
the
niggas
thing.
that we talking about, you ask them, them is niggas who put money behind themselves,
But
right? You know what I'm
see,
saying?
other than that, bro, them niggas put the work in. They working, man. They are actually rehearsing. They are actually rehearsing their music. They
I don't
actually
know
know
nothing.
their music.
I don't think that
They make it happen. A lot of them brothers are working at their music. A lot of brothers that just working
You
at
know, I
work.
was just saying, bro. It's like if we talking about work ethic, like yeah, ain't nobody out here got no. Ain't nobody out here got. I'm gonna go ahead and say it, my nigga. Ain't nobody number one. I'm running laps around every single rap nigga out here. If we talking about work ethic and
Right.
dropping shit, running laps around niggas, and I just say this, it's like, bro. Um, I tell my artists all the time, bro. I'm like, you got to find your fan base. You have to find your fan base. See, the problem with these niggas is they want each other fan base.
Yeah.
They want
That's
that
it.
nigga fan base,
Yeah,
and
that's
that
it.
nigga want that nigga fan base. It's like, bro, you have to find your crowd. You have to find the people who real life fuck with your music, the real people, not the rappers, the real people. You bump into and be like, hey man, motherfucker, when your album dropping? Like
Yeah.
most of these niggas don't get asked that question. They don't get asked, hey, when is your next project coming out? Nigga walk up to you. Cause I have niggas walk up to me before my new album. Hey man, when the new one dropping, man? I need you know what I'm saying? Like, so you, hey, to each his own, bro. But
But
if
look,
you don't have fans, real fucking fans, I don't want to hear that shit, man. You gotta have real people who really, really listen to your shit. and really
And
play
gonna
your shit,
really
who really like your shit, that'll look your shit up on every platform. Like I know for a fact niggas listen to me on every single one. Spotify,
right,
Apple Music, Tidal, YouTube, all of that shit.
right, right,
All
right.
of that shit. So it's like motherfucker gotta keep doing you, my nigga. Just hide your fan base
But
and
see,
do you.
this the deal. Just like when I was interviewing Bayma, I asked him, and this is a question I ask a lot of artists: how often do you rehearse? You know what I mean? And most artists, most young artists don't rehearse their music. You know, whatever the top 4, 5, 6, 8 songs that you got, that like if you're gonna do a show next week, okay, this the song I'm gonna do, this the song I'm gonna do, and this the song I could do, and I got a couple of other ones just in
Yeah.
case, according to what the crowd is. Blah blah blah. Okay, so if you don't get up in the morning, if you ain't got a job, and run through your playlist with your music,
Motherfuckers should already
run
be doing it.
what one, because nigga ain't got nothing else to do. This your
Motherfuckers should
music,
already be doing that though.
but they ain't. And see, the
But
deal
when you
is,
write, but then it goes back to how people write their shit initially as well. Cause I know certain people have different writing methods. Like I know my writing method particularly is like I like rerunning through like every single bar I write. I go back and go like it's a strenuous and it don't take longer. But when I write my shit, I go back through it as I'm writing a verse. Like
well,
I
see, this
from
is
the first
what
couple bars to the last damn bar, I'm running through it as you writing it, and then when you drop it, it's just you got to be familiar with your own shit. Some of these people don't listen to their own shit in the shows, so it's like, but I mean, hell. I mean, how can you listen to your music on Spotify if you haven't dropped enough music for Spotify to just play your music straight?
see, this the deal.
Who let the old
Because
man on?
because because
Who is that?
artists,
Who
huh?
is that? We can't see your name, Facebook
Who
user.
let the old man on? I got a movie that I'm getting ready to work on. That
Hey,
is,
hey, 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 speaking of movies, oh Muzzy. I let him on Muzzy. Radical Mike still. That's the homie. Radical Mike is just he's the radical one, you know. I just call him that's the radical one. You know,
dude, look. The deal
Radical
is,
Mike come on here and fuck with me when you niggas don't. So I don't want to hear nothing. Y'all niggas tired of seeing Radical Mike.
yeah, they
I
just don't
can.
want to. They just don't want to hear the truth, man. They be all right. They're gonna be all right. They cool. But see,
So
this the deal.
you missed the conversation, Muzzy. You
Look, this
missed
the
the
deal.
conversation, Muzzy. We was talking about Thizzler and you
And
know, what
DJ
was these niggas promised? Muzzy, I need to know, Muzzy. If you know what was these niggas promised, then I need to know what was I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out. Y'all trying to let me not find out because y'all know I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out. I'm the media. That's one of my I'm gonna find out.
oh
I'm
shit!
gonna find out. I'm gonna
Y'all hear
find
that?
out.
The man said he is going to do some investigation, and that's what the
Muzzy
media is
said
supposed to
Mike
do.
was grinding up all night with Thizzler. I know this nigga Radical Mike he threw on this good suit with that motherfucking with that motherfucking hat that's round in the back, kind of pointy in the front. Yeah, you know that. Yeah,
I was motherfucking Chicago Midwest on their ass 3-piece
that
suit,
nigga
nigga.
Radical Mike had a suit and tie on, and he was
Man, come on.
outside last night.
I came in the hottest damn building in Arizona and said that motherfucker was smoldering in
So
that
they
bitch.
didn't have no AC going. Is what you telling me? They didn't have no AC.
They didn't
I'm
have no
tired.
AC.
Hey,
They didn't
look,
have
I'm
no
tired of you
AC.
niggas throwing these events with no AC.
They didn't
Like
have the
goddamn.
AC turned up on that
Do the
motherfucker.
club owners charge y'all extra to run the air? They be like, we
I think they do, man. They like, bro, we're gonna put this motherfucker on 82, nigga. Fuck
that's
y'all.
probably what the air was on. 82, ain't no telling.
That motherfucker was on. That motherfucker was
Well,
not
I
below.
heard
That
niggas was
motherfucker
at the
was not
Merkham's
below.
event. dying with no air either. And I saw motherfuckers with the, with them little church fan
Man,
things. They was
dude,
trying to
dude,
cool themselves off. You know what I'm saying?
man,
I'm just trying niggas some air.
I was sweating bullets, bro, and shit. But I was on stage clowning though. I clown with they ass, man. I try to let them know if you let me in the party, I'm gonna turn it out. Period.
Hey, Muzzy, that must have been Muzzy first time seeing you at an event. See, y'all barely seeing Radical Mike at an event. See, I've been seeing Radical Mike at an event. I know how Radical Mike get the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? Look. Radical Mike just pulled up at my last show. And you know what I'm saying? We had Radical Mike over there. He was with the niggas. He talk all that shit about nigga, but he was right there with us niggas, you know what I'm saying? Smoking weed and goddamn doing all that shit.
Remember y'all was drinking Hennessy and shit.
Yeah, we were drinking Hennessy and smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? And Radical Mike was in the mix.
Man,
Radical Mike was right there. We was big children.
Listen, I try to tell these brothers all the time. There is no other nigga my age.
That's for running there. Radical Mike, you pull it up. Nigga, like, what's the word?
Ain't no other niggas over 60 and shit can fuck with me and the rest of the game. Man, when I pull up, I'm finna turn this shit out, bro. I'm finna turn it out like I'm like back in the day. I'm thinking it's the 70s and we about to get fucked up in here. At the least, it's the 80s. At the least, it's the 80s, and we about to get fucked up, man. And because, hey, look, because we was right next to motherfucking Walmart, I'm like, oh hell no! I went straight to Walmart and got a fifth right there, and said, took that motherfucker to the truck, and said, man, I'm sipping out the fifth, and doing all other damn medication for old people. Old people got a lot of medication.
You turning it out more than the motherfuckers in their 40s, man. I'll tell you.
I'm gonna turn it out, bro. Don't nobody party with me. Don't nobody party with me. I don't care how old you are. If you in your teens,
we can bring Muzzy on. We can bring Muzzy on. Hold on, let me bring Muzzy on.
You in your 30s. I don't care. You better be equipped for real partying and shit. Cause I don't mind sweating. I'm in a 3-piece and I'm like clowning. And
that nigga said I'm in a 3-piece.
Man,
you was in a 3-piece. You was in a 3-piece suit getting rid of niggas?
Oh man, come on, bro. I come to party, man. That motherfucker can go to the cleaners. I'm finna.
I need to know, was you in a 3-piece suit getting rid of niggas, man?
Man, come on. I'm in a 3-piece suit, like I'm taking niggas. I'm like I'm doing niggas obituary in that motherfucking shit, bro. I am laying them down. I'm laying them down.
There you go. I hit you with that Yogii bar. 3-piece suit getting rid of niggas. You know, you gotta get it.
I'm looking like a pallbearer in that motherfucker and shit, man. I'm taking motherfuckers out, boy. They cannot hang, man. They be trying. Look, bro, I had a lot of people try that. Oh, yeah, nigga, we gonna go and bang. Man, I'm drinking all the liquor, smoking all of the damn weed, I'm going through all of this shit. Plus, I got my own shit. I'm coming with real shit. I am not coming, man. I deal with the real pharmacists and shit, man. Well, I'm coming with real medication and shit, bro. I am not going to be playing. As a matter of fact, I got to go get my damn bottle over here, man. I got my little backwood and stuff, man. Damn.
I got a guest in the building, man. He was in the comments, but he's now on the show. We got the mud.
What's up, guys?
Uh-oh.
Hey, I just popped on my phone and I saw you both going, and I was like, oh, man. Hey, Radical Mike.
You know me and Radical Mike, we be starting shit on here.
Last night, though.
No, we be starting shit.
Props to him for being sick. He's turning up more than these dudes in their 30s, 40s.
Oh yeah. Radical Mike, he turned the fuck up.
Yeah, he was turning the fuck
Radical
up.
Mike is a cool nigga, bro.
Hey, he's got more dance moves than I do.
Hey, motherfuckers, they be seeing Radical Mike, they be like, this motherfucker Radical Mike. I be like, yo, nigga, he really cool. Like, you got to see this nigga in person. Like, he cool as fuck.
all in one piece.
Radical Mike solid, bruh. The last show I had, I told my nigga, right, I said, Radical Mike pulled up on me, and Radical Mike, he pulled up on me, nigga. He pulled up, motherfucking, we was, like he said, man, we was drinking weed, smoking, we was fucking, see, I'm fucking up my words. And we was drinking Hennessy and smoking weed, nigga.
I got to catch up with you, motherfucker. You tripping.
We was drinking Hennessy and smoking weed and shit. We had a little section and shit. We had our own little section.
Hell, I
We was
gotta
off to
pull
the
out the
side.
special tray and shit. You motherfuckers and shit is tripping. I gotta pull out the special damn tray. You know, I still do the shit old school. We got
Hell
the
yeah, nigga, that
we
look like
still
a collection plate, man.
we still got the whole hell yeah. We be taking collection. We about to send this motherfucker around the room and shit, man. Ain't no doubt, man. We got all of this shit, man. We got the Paisa Reggie. We got everything over here, bro. We're not playing.
That nigga got the Paisa Reggie.
We got the Paisa Reggie mixed with pre-rolls, man. We are not fucking around. And said, bro, we know how to stretch it. And said, but yeah, no, bro. I do that at every party I go to. Because when by the time I get there,
I mean, I can't hate on that because honestly, like you were probably the most active dancing person, and I like to see that shit. I like to see people.
Oh, the Muzz, you were there last night.
Yeah, he was there.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah. So you're not gonna escape the question
DJ
either.
in the background and shit like that.
I need answers.
Yeah, I was working with the lights and working with the fog machines and shit.
Oh, okay. So you were the one that was fogging the damn stage.
Yeah.
When I was on motherfucking stage and shit, damn taking over and shit. I was trying to get him a break. Cause normally,
so I got a question, Muzz. I got a question. The Muzz. I got a question. You was in the building, and Yogi need answers. So, what were these motherfuckers promised, and who won?
So I'm not gonna lie. I left around like 12:05. So I didn't there was at least 3 more people that were supposed to fucking perform before I left. So I don't know personally who won. But what I was told, it was supposed to be a promotional deal because Thizzler is a top streaming. I don't know if I'm saying the proper pronouns and shit like that, but they're the top streaming platform for nationwide. One of the tops for nationwide streaming and shit like that. They were supposed to be given a streaming deal, if I'm correct.
Yeah. They had something associated with that streaming platform. I think out of California that they would funnel artists that won through this platform, and they would have hella visibility ish. I can just put it like that. We don't have any details, but.
I haven't seen details on who won or whatnot. I really do hope that C Legal did take some notes and shit like that because a lot of good people did perform and shit like that. I know shit didn't go exactly to plan because they were also gonna play like local artist music and shit like that, but they didn't have enough time.
Okay, now because this is a good opportunity because since you were working with the setup, how many artists you think? How many artists? Because Yogi asked me that question. How many artists were on the billing on the lineup to be in the?
I would say. I didn't keep count, but at least a good 15, 20 people. And they were doing anywhere from like 7 to 12-minute sets.
15 and 20 people.
Yeah.
I would say about 15.
Yeah, I thought 10. I got there.
What really fucked it up is that it was back to back.
Right.
Because when I got in the building, like I said, originally I was helping Kane and shit like that.
Right.
But I ended up helping Shields set up and shit like that, and then helping him in the first hour and a half at the door.
Right.
But we were talking about it, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm looking to end it at 12:30," and I was like, "12:30? That's a tight squeeze." Um, Especially since a lot of events go to till 2 o'clock, and you have a lot of people on the roster. I don't feel like the roster was properly promoted. Not a lot of people knew who was going to be performing.
Right. Right.
Well,
Right.
hell no, no, no. Oh yeah, man. What promotion? I
The
saw.
only
I'm
thing that
gonna
was
keep it a
promoted was
band.
that
I
C-League was coming out, and
saw.
that's it.
I saw about 4 promotional flyers. When I actually looked for niggas flyers, because I did go and look. Uh, I did
I
go and
do
look.
have
The
I
one
do
part
have
about
one
doing this
question.
show, I gotta be
I
nosy
did see
sometimes.
Stick on the flyer. Did Stick ever perform?
I don't. I don't think he performed. He
I
was
don't,
there.
I don't, I don't, I don't know, but
Because
that's
that's
one of the
what's
only
funny to
flyers
me.
that
I
I
saw
seen though,
like that.
because
That's
they
per
had
se
this
one of the
start.
people I saw on the flyer, and he never performed. So
I
Right.
why
think he
would they put him
before.
on the
I'm
flyer?
not too sure. I'm not too sure, but I know. But
They
I
should have
do know
had him
that
perform if they had
there
him on
was,
the
they
flyer.
had the one with the OGs. They promoted that. Denzel Davis had a flyer. Simona Lewis had a flyer. My whole thing is, yeah, man, I'm gonna just shut my mouth.
Well, no. I mean, this
I'm
is a.
going. I'm going to say that I'm gonna shed light on the positive and the negative because I don't want to keep it in a negative stance because it was something that was
I
good
don't.
for Arizona.
Right.
I don't
And
want to say it
for a
was
local
negative. I don't
show,
want to.
Now let my youngster talk. On.
Go
See,
ahead,
because
bro.
he was a part of the putting it together, so he's
yeah.
got some good
So
insight.
positive note, it was really good for Arizona. And for a local show, that is the most support that I've seen. A bunch of individuals off brand from different like circles, and we were talking about the circles before. A bunch of
Right.
different people came together for one fucking event, and that was incredible to see. There were at least 200 people in that building. I
So
would assume it was fucking packed. It was
yeah,
sandwiched in there. You had to fucking glide through people. You had to
yeah,
push people
yeah,
out of your way. So it was something that was good for the community, and it was something that gave us outside promotion. But I don't feel like it had enough time to organically grow into the event that it needed to be. I feel like a lot of it was closed off, and they did pick and choose. I do feel that they should have ran it longer, and at least if they were gonna do 15 artists like they did, they should have cut in the middle for like what do you call
intermission or something.
intermission for 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. Let
Right.
everybody do what they need to do, smoke, shit like that. Relax, get back, do the final bit.
Right, right, right. Run through half of them, and then to run
Exactly.
through the other half.
I
You,
feel like it was
you,
very overran.
you
That
know, one of the things that caused that is that artists don't understand how to perform. Don't have
well,
a clear.
and a lot of them don't show up in time, and I feel like that's the biggest thing for at least what I've seen for Arizona artists. I've like I said, I've been to Texas, I've been to California. People show up on time. I
Right,
feel like a lot of people show up when they need to be here and then they leave like an hour afterwards. So they're
right.
not even like, participating as part of the show or trying to promote themselves, but they're basically popping up, doing what they do, and dipping out.
Now, okay. Now you you bring up a good point. This is something that I try to tell artists because I've been involved in this shit back in the day. I did artist
Right.
management, did all that shit. The problem that artists have is that artists think he needs to play his whole song. And from an artist standpoint, it is a disadvantage for the artist to ever sing his whole song on any show.
What do you mean, though? What do you mean?
Okay, so look, this is the deal. When you're doing your song, your main intention is to sell it. Is to get people to listen to it. If you give them the whole song, what if they record it? What's their incentive to go and listen to the whole song? Okay, so now from a selling standpoint, saying for instance, in your song, because a lot of these guys don't really rehearse their music, the first 1632 bars is tight. By the time they get to the last end of the song, it's starting to get a little sloppy, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so now check this out. Now, this is real talk, bro. From a sales standpoint, if you sell the front end of your song, that's all you need to do. You need that person that's listening you need that person that's listening to want to hear the rest of that song. And
I kind of see what you're saying there.
Hold on. Now let me show you the rest of the whole format. Okay, when you do a performance, your job is to do a medley of your songs.
Right.
Now, okay, if they give you 7 minutes, how many songs can you get in 7 minutes at a minute and a half per song?
I can easily pop out, and this is why I said I see what you're saying. I can easily, in 7 minutes, pop out probably 4 songs.
4 or 5.
And that's because there's at least 2 or 3 songs that I do cut in half.
There's only strictly
those 3 songs. But other than that, my other tracks are typically anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes long.
But you shooting yourself in the foot. You're not
let's get back to Thizzler, man. Let's get back to Thizzler. So, was there a bunch of rappers in the crowd, or was it actual people in the crowd?
There were actual people and rappers in the crowd. There were a lot of familiar faces that did show up. There was a lot of media that did show up. But there were definitely, from the hour and a half that I sat up I sat up in the front, putting wristbands on people for at least till 9:30, and there were a lot of like fresh faces that came out. So it was pretty organic, and at least 3 or 4 of the artists were like from California and different other states.
And see, the thing that I noticed the most when I walked in the building was that it was white people, Mexicans, black.
Oh yeah,
people.
It was definitely.
The whole demographic was there.
Yeah,
and see that right there. See, most of the shows are going to only attract brothers and a couple of white dudes that hang out with them and 1 or 2 Mexicans. And that's going to be it. The rest of them going to be straight. The rest going to be straight hood. Jokers throwing up signs and the whole thing. You're just not going to get the kind of broad audience with the kind of
and that's why I'm telling you, like with this show, a lot of the divided sets did come together. So that is the positive out of everything. Could it have been planned out a little bit better? Probably, but other than that, it was pretty perfect for what it was.
Right.
They play favorites. Like we all
they
know,
definitely did that. I can agree. Like I said, getting into the show was pretty difficult, and I'm gonna call it as it is. I know I hit dude up, but at the same time, I know RTU at this current time doesn't appreciate my business, but that's other between me and Justice. That's just between me and Justice. And honestly, like I don't care about that.
Well, but see, it is a lot of that goes on in this town where people can't separate their feelings and personality from business.
No, and
I
I can
don't. I don't
agree.
have to. I
And
don't
there
have to
was a lot
like
of
the.
backlash on the show
I just
before
said
it
it
even
like this.
happened.
I said it like this. Uh, I mean, you got to just think about the people who really do have good ass music, and you know, if something like that don't slide through this motherfucker every day, right? So obviously, Thizzler's not out here on the regular, and you know, now it's big. But I mean,
And I'm gonna
if
keep it
we
real.
if
Like
we
I
can just
almost
throw
didn't go.
opportunities like that to any old person who ain't working, and I know we and Radical Mike was just talking about working and niggas who out here putting in work and all of that.
There's a
So if we
lot of people
overlooking
putting
the
out work.
people who really
That's when the
working,
favoritism comes in.
Hold on.
right,
Hold on.
I do
so so
believe that
so
there is a
so,
strong favoritism.
mm,
Hold on. What you saying, bro?
right. All right. So what I'm saying is
No,
this.
no, no. I'm talking. What's the Muzz? What was you saying about because a lot of times he's going to see
Shout out Scrub Zona,
favoritism.
guys.
A lot of times he's going to see favoritism from a different perspective and stuff because he's going to see the favoritism that might be whether it's letting different white
Favoritism
guys
is
on the hold on, brother. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Let me get so, but this is the way we
good.
get a chance to figure some of this stuff out because everybody see his perspective of this is coming from a different set of eyeballs than our perspective and a different kind of background, and he expects business to run a certain kind of way. And when he get into our environment, he see that business operates a little bit different, so that throw him off. So when people are
That's
talking about favoritism, when you're talking about favoritism,
Oh
you
no
got
no 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 no! Not when it comes to that standpoint.
more
I'm
like on no
talking about
racist.
like
This
no,
on a
no, no, no.
personal business
This
level.
ain't
It's
about this
not
ain't
like
about
right.
race.
favoritism,
Man, it ain't
favoritism.
about race. Come on, bro. Come on, just relax. It's about demographics is race. So
Yeah,
race
but
is never out
that's
of
not
the
the
race is
that's not
never
what I'm
out of
talking
the
about when it
equation.
comes to favoritism.
But
Everybody
he's
has their like we talked about this previously on our
Well,
previous shows. There's their certain cliques and shit like that.
well,
Everybody has their certain place and has their certain cliques,
right,
and that's just how Arizona is. Everybody's clicked up.
right.
well,
And see that becomes the problem because if it wasn't if Shields hadn't given that event and anybody else in the industry could give that event and it's going to be like a one-sided event because they've all already did it. They've all already did it.
It was a
Other
like I said, I can't argue that it wasn't a great event, but it did have its flaws, and one of them was that it should have been a little bit more of an open market.
right. Well. You know, the deal is, and now this was his first kind of major event. So he's gonna stumble a little bit through this event. But other than the little stumbles that it went through, it came off pretty much without a hitch,
Absolutely.
without no
hey,
major
hey, hey.
incident or nothing. It wasn't a whole hell of security in that bitch, and so that event went off smooth.
Yeah, there were only about like 2 or 3 security guards.
I mean, it was like for that size of event. Oh, it was way under security.
Oh yeah,
Ain't
it was huge.
no, but it went off smooth. So we gotta
And
look
I'm
at
really happy about that because like I said, everybody that was part of their separate cliques and shit like that, everybody came together for this event. And the best part of it is that everybody just let shit be because
right,
this was for the
right,
city.
right. And see the deal is that how do you take that energy, that combination and duplicate that? I mean, you know, at this
How it would have to be from the standpoint that they had to be there to see it. So for those that were there and those that saw all these people clicked up and just working together and shit like that for one set track thing to get Arizona popping, was phenomenal. Now, to take that as a lesson that, like, listen, people aren't gonna like people. We're not gonna like each other all the time. That doesn't take away from the fact that there is a lot of good craft, there's a lot of good talent and shit like that, and we need to focus on that instead of, being like, no offense, like on Hatrix, talking shit about everybody that you possibly can, because this is the bullshit drama that's going on right now.
Why?
It's not going to help Arizona. It's not going to help anybody. What's going to focus on helping everybody is going, okay, this person's track is popping through the streets right now. Let's push this track right now. Okay, this got released yesterday. Everybody's loving this shit. This is what we're going to push now. Every day there has to be a different push.
Right. Now damn, dude. See, that's what I say about
that's a business,
from a business perspective.
I'm a numbers guy.
Arizona's not even right.
Makes sense.
It's
got to make sense.
Listen, the deal is, if everybody is, I didn't come from a gang generation, so I don't understand. I need people. I need a clique. I need associates. No, I just do business. I just do business, and it don't matter who I do business with, whether they white, they black, which side of town they live on.
It really doesn't matter.
All of that kind of stuff, because I do business, and I grew up in a business age. But
and the crazy thing is, you don't have to like that individual to do business with them. You don't got to trust them. You just got to make sure you don't set yourself up for sketchy ass shit.
That maybe my grandfather told me that give credit where it's due. It don't matter if you like the person. If they do some cool shit, they did some cool shit.
Exactly.
You gotta do that. People gotta be grown enough to be able to do that.
I mean, it'd be some simple shit to me, bro, like that people just don't do in this scene when it comes to the rest of the artists, and that's why the hip hop scene is as it is now. Like I was just talking to Radical Mike shortly here earlier. I was saying, because if you go to the New Times, in the New Times, they tell you the people of Arizona consider Mega Ran the biggest rapper.
Yeah.
Because
as well.
And the only thing I was saying was, I was like, that's the people, the residents, the actual people who living in here, not no rap niggas. You know what I'm saying? So it shows you the strength in the state that the hip hop community is not capturing. So
see, this is the thing that y'all don't understand. When he asked me, we were talking about who was like, I thought was artist. I mentioned Tater Crown and Markham. Hold on, I mentioned Tater Crown and Markham. So I don't know Mega Ram. All right, okay. So my partner, other folks that know him, but the New Times is a commercial entity. It ain't a hip hop or shit. It's like, it's pop. It's like commercial. It's what it's selling on the radio.
Right.
And so right now, New Times recognize him because he's the top selling artist on the commercial market. Yeah. On the commercial market. Nobody else, the rest of others haven't reached the level of commercial sales or recognition.
The scene, because the scene that they in, because it's just the scene ain't set up like that, bro. Like, either, just like I said, man, earlier, I said you got to get your fans, appeal to your fans, put your money where you can invest your money. Nobody's gonna show you how to do this shit, because that's just not how Arizona's set up. Like, if I always say, I was telling y'all Passion the other night, I said, my nigga, you think one of these niggas gonna make 100,000, turn around and tell you how to make 100 bands too?
He don't listen. If he make 100,000 by accident, he can't tell you how he made it. If he had
I'm just proving a point. I'm being realistic, bro. Because if any of these rappers ever go make it, because you can look at the rappers who have made it. We can go from Willie North Pole to Hot Rod. Nobody came back and was like, let me go get these niggas.
None of them were successful enough.
Even if a nigga scratched the service and got there.
No, they was like a shot. They were like that one hit wonder program, and stuff. And can I be honest? Can I be honest? I was hold on, bro. I was covering artists at Famous Sam's. I was covering artists at Famous Sam's. I was covering artists at the Saddlehorn. I was covering artists.
I was out the Saddlehorn.
And look, I interviewed my partner. We interviewed Glasses Malone at the Saddlehorn. But look, this is the deal. I never thought, and I'll be honest, I never thought Willie Norfolk was going to be a good rapper.
Shit, what?
I never thought Willie Norfolk was going to be a good rapper. You know why?
I mean,
hold on.
The thing that happened with
let me tell you.
Willie never topped his first song. He never came with anything harder than Body Marked Up. I'm gonna be honest. Like the next song he dropped after that was not. It was not all that.
Exactly. Okay, so
I think the hardest thing he did after that wasn't even on his song. It was he has a song on Ludacris's album that he was on called like "Where You From" or something of the nature. It was like a hood song, and he snapped on that motherfucker. But he released some kind of fucking song after Body Marked Up that was just.
Listen, bro.
Like it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great.
Listen. This is what you have to understand. There are ingredients that go into success. One, content, delivery, and style. Okay, so now he had content, a good idea on that Marked Up, but that wasn't his personality.
Well, niggas didn't really get behind Willie Norfolk.
He was a hard.
Like the people, Arizona wasn't behind Willie Norfolk.
Arizona ain't never behind nobody. Arizona ain't never behind nobody. It don't matter who he is.
They wasn't behind that nigga, bro. Like,
but listen. Let me tell you one of the hardest local rappers that don't get a lot of recognition right now, but it's really the shit. Young Face, one of the coldest niggas off the South Side. Period. Young Face, dangerous man. Young Face. I would put Young Face and Desert Baby. And Young Face and Desert Baby is the same kind of artist. Desert Baby is more flamboyant and creative. Young Face is just straight raw hard.
I don't agree with that.
Hard. Ain't no.
I'm from South Phoenix. It's other artists out here that's doing their thing, bro. That's why I tell a lot of people. It's we can debate who's the top, but
where they at?
My nigga, I can show them to you, bro.
Young Face been
a lot of these niggas been around for a minute too. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, bro, like I could tell you, I could show you some Phoenix rap from the 90s, my nigga. Like a lot of people can't take you that far back and be like, this is where it's at. I could take niggas that far back with this music shit online.
Listen, bro. I got the oldest, the pioneer of rap.
I'm from South Phoenix, so I know a lot of South Phoenix rappers. So it's like everybody gonna have their personal opinion.
No, this ain't no opinion.
Everybody gonna have their personal opinion.
I don't deal with opinion. I'm like the brother right here. I deal with facts and numbers. The brother that is the pioneer. Hold on, bro. See, y'all don't like to listen. The guy that's the pioneer of rap in Arizona is Randy Coulter. It's Gerald Coulter, P-Wax, with Po' Boy Records. He had a motherfucking record out in like 82, 84, something like that, and was on billboards. The first hip hop artist in Phoenix. Period. Ain't nobody before him that made billboard in Phoenix. He from the South Side. Randy Coulter, Steve Coulter that played for the Washington Bullets and stuff back in the day. He worked for Carl Hayden or something, equipment guy. He still probably dunk at 50-something, out-dunked anybody in the city. He got dunk contests, winning and stuff at the stadium, at the Suns Arena. I mean, he's been one of the coldest in the city, not only rapping, but in athletics as a basketball player. And for none of the South Side brothers to even know, he wear them gold glasses, he always wore the gold glasses with no lens, all gold. He had a little gold spoon and knife and fork. He sell the ice cream and stuff. Never heard of it. See, that's what I'm talking about. So now he did he was on one of the first albums with MC Magic. MC Magic's first video, Here It Comes, I shot it. T-Wax and his T-Wax and his ice cream.
Like 1990, bro. So the era of rappers that I see and even can say now, bro, like financially, I'm everybody's gonna have their own different. Everybody's gonna have their own different history in Arizona.
No, you have no different history.
It's not just all the way, but it's gonna be like that because the scene ain't just one scene. The Arizona hip hop scene is not just one scene. I mean, I think we came to that conclusion. I wish our passion was on here, bro. Arizona does not have one scene. Like, ain't no just one scene.
Okay, listen. When Stoudemire and him had that contest,
and nothing happened from that either. By the way, throw that in there.
Listen, I'm not listening.
Throw that in there. That the niggas never got that deal though, niggas. Because nobody ever got that deal. Just throw that out there.
We're not talking about whether or not anybody got the deal. We're talking about the concept and the artists that were there. Young Phase and stuff. This is Big C-Bo from the South Side. All the niggas was doing that shit. But see, the deal is at the end of the day, you don't have no defined way of determining who's good, who's not, how they sell, how they move. And so just like we're talking about Willie Locco, you got to have style, content, delivery.
In Arizona, how Arizona hip hop is set up, you're gonna have to figure it out on your own.
The biggest thing that,
like I said, bro, it's like there's no connection. Number one, it's like all the artists ain't connected. The DJs, it's like it's levels and tiers to this hip hop shit that people fail to be like need to be on the same page. So a lot of people gonna say, you know, me and your passion was having a discussion. And he was like, well, all the artists need to come together and this will happen. And I'm like, well, why don't we come like, no, it needs to be all tiers to this hip hop shit.
Now, listen.
You know, that's for motherfuckers to be on the same fucking page,
let me show you how you shoot yourself in the foot all the time. When somebody like Passion say, we ought to get together, what does somebody else say?
That's what motherfuckers been on that.
Finish the statement.
But niggas wasn't disagreeing. I'm just like, yeah, you right. But don't forget there's different tiers to this.
But you say
there's different participants.
Different genres too.
Listen.
Right, bro. Like we can get all the rappers together and then what? Why not get some DJs?
Listen, bro.
DJs aren't, so you're saying DJs aren't important.
Listen. Yeah. You're gonna
because
say,
all I was saying, because the thing we was getting at to this nigga was that, yeah, you're right, the artists do got to come together, but it's more than just the artists coming together.
Yeah, it's the
if
DJs
you think you're gonna get the whole everybody.
Okay, so if it's more, okay, well, hold on, let's see. This is the thing that we just don't ever do is break shit down. Okay, so you say, okay, getting artists together, it take more than just getting artists together. So it take like, okay, so what's the next step? Okay, so what's the next step?
Right.
Okay. What's one of the next things that you?
I'm saying if we're gonna get the artists together, let's get the DJs. Let's get these promoters.
Okay, hold on. You can't get everybody.
You got to think on all levels.
Listen, you can't get
everybody.
Everything at
everybody.
Once.
If you AZ hip hop, you need to be on the table. Like everybody got to be on the same page.
Listen. No, you got to start with 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, 5 people. You can't gonna start with, okay, we need all of the DJs. If all of the DJs don't get together, then we ain't
It
gonna get
ain't
together
about
as
getting
artists.
all of the DJs. You may not get all the DJs at one
You,
But
time.
why
yeah,
do you
you
even
You
need,
definitely
listen,
hell, if
not
we
gonna
can
get
get
all
2 or
the
3
DJs.
DJs,
Like
because the DJs are gonna be looking at shit from a different perspective than a rapper.
exactly. And one
look,
of the
listen.
most judgmental DJs out here in Arizona is DJ Odd because she's a bitch about everything.
Nobody really goes to
But the
DJ
thing is,
because
they are not
No,
the art.
there's
Listen,
better
listen,
DJs out
listen.
here. That was
It
the
don't
oh
make
yeah,
problem.
no
that's what
difference.
I'm saying.
See,
But people
listen,
still
see
go
right
to her.
there. Listen, see right there. What you just did was fucked up the whole program. You can't get,
Fuck
you
It
can't
no.
did.
concentrate. Listen, because
Absolutely.
you can't concentrate. Listen,
No.
you can't concentrate on getting the artists together. You can't concentrate on getting artists together because now you threw DJs in it.
Because it's,
DJs have to
yeah,
be thrown in it. DJs, artists,
No,
it's,
no, you can't.
yeah,
No,
man.
musicians,
bro,
everybody's got
listen.
to be in the same gear. There's not going to be one same sound.
No, no,
Everybody
listen,
gotta be on the
listen,
same
bro,
page,
listen,
man.
bro.
Like,
DJs don't,
That's got to be
DJs don't
pushed.
give a
cause
fuck about you.
you don't go get a DJ who's not on tier playing with the shit though. Like that's
No,
what I'm
no,
saying. Like,
listen. It's not a DJ's job.
it's
Listen, it's not a DJ's job to like you.
Oh no,
you right. You damn right.
So why
You
you want to
damn
worry about
right.
the? So
It
why you
ain't
worrying
about
about the
hyping
DJ?
DJ out, but we not
So
finna just focus
you
on
worrying?
that one
Listen,
DJ. Cause that's not the biggest DJ out here.
but why
no, it's
you
not.
worrying about
That's
the
not even
DJ?
an important
Wait a
But
one.
minute.
Like, let's keep it a band,
Wait a
bro.
the
minute, bro.
reason the
I'm
reason
not
Listen,
done
why I
talking
bring
about
that
this
one up
shit.
though
This
is
is
listen,
because
on my
listen,
nerves.
she's
That
listen,
was
one
my
of the
life.
listen,
core
listen.
DJs of
This is
Arizona.
why nothing happens. The
No,
DJ, listen,
bro.
the DJ is not
There's a
the
lot better
issue.
people that
The
can fill that
DJ is
position.
not okay. So now we're talking about
Nobody
DJs and
said
not artists.
DJs was the problem. We
You
saying
did.
No,
that if
DJs aren't the problem.
motherfuckers, the people, just like I said, the
It's
people who
everybody.
gonna want to be a part of this shit, gonna be a part of this shit, and everybody else let them niggas sit and stand
It's
and do what they do, my
people.
nigga.
It's
What is the
people
shit
that
we're gonna
claim
be a
hip
part of?
hop.
What is the shit we're gonna be a part of?
When it get there, my nigga, we gonna talk about it. I'm just saying.
No,
This is
no,
some shit.
shit,
This is what I
bro.
did because my nigga, I'm gonna keep it a band, but this is some shit niggas been putting in motion. Just like the song Arizona I did. There's no song in
Wait,
existence of that
listen.
nature.
Okay,
There's
but that
no song with 5 different niggas from 5 different hoods, five different labels, or none of that
That's an
shit. So
that's an
like, come
accomplishment.
on, bro.
Wait, hold on. Did DJ have anything to do with that?
Nigga, fuck no.
Yes
In
or
the
no?
process of putting together
Now, bro,
Arizona,
I
no.
asked you a simple
But
question.
do the
Did the
but would the
DJ
DJs be more beneficial in pushing shit like
now,
that?
bro,
Hell yeah.
listen.
Hell yeah.
Did a DJ put y'all 5 different hoods together to make the
Nigga, I put it
Arizona deal?
together myself.
Oh, it was a DJ.
But every artist ain't thinking like that.
I didn't ask you about every artist. I
I put
just
that
asked
together
you.
myself.
Listen. I just asked you one simple
I
question.
put it
Did
together
a DJ?
myself. But a
Or
DJ
did
don't help you create your music,
hold
it
on,
help push it.
hold on. Did a DJ help you
A
put that
DJ
song
doesn't help
together?
you create your music, it helps you push
Wait
your
a minute.
music.
It's
A
a
DJ
yes.
helps you push your music, so what you're saying
I
is
didn't ask
irrelevant.
you. I didn't
You
ask
asking
you.
me would a DJ help you write a song? Fuck no. A
Oh,
DJ pushes the song, nigga, not write the shit. They
A
don't help you
DJ.
come up with the shit.
Listen. A DJ ain't the only person that plays music.
Right. But a DJ not gonna help you write your shit. You confused. A DJ
Listen. So
pushes
the
music,
DJ
not
ain't
write
got
your
nothing.
shit.
Listen. The DJ didn't have anything to do.
That's not their
Hold on. Can
concern
I
though.
finish? Can
But
I
that's
finish?
not their concern. So I
Listen.
don't
Can I
understand why
finish
we're
the
talking
statement?
about DJs
You
writing or
brought up
having anything
DJs.
to do.
You brought up
No.
DJs.
No
I said
fucking DJ.
DJs ain't got nothing to do with it.
Another fucking DJ.
I said
This is
DJs ain't
what
got.
I'm not a DJ. I don't consider myself, bro. You talking to a nigga who don't consider himself a fucking podcaster, bro. Like, come on. I'm being 100, bro. Like,
No. We trying to
this
have
is
a
all I'm
conversation.
saying is I'm not trying to be one of them niggas, but if I wanted to, I could take all these names and run with them, bro. Fuck all that.
But listen, we're not talking about doing any of that. What we're talking about is organizing rap artists. It's what we talk. We need to
Don't take.
focus.
I feel like niggas need to have a convention or something, because you other than that, where it's gonna be a lot of conversations and different pocket conversations, and it's never gonna be everybody.
Never, 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 never. That's all I ever hear from black folks is never. Never, never.
There ain't nothing about
Listen,
being
listen,
black.
bro. Listen, bro.
If this was about some united shit, then there would be something that needed to happen to unite everyone. Which means if we're not gonna try to get everybody in the same room, same space, same place.
And listen, we said artists need to come together. And before we could get that sentence finished, we said DJs and podcasters and the media.
Because it's AZ hip hop. It's not just rappers.
Bro, listen.
It's anyone who considers himself AZ hip hop. It's not just rappers.
Listen, bro.
The problem with niggas now.
Listen, bro. You know why rappers ain't successful in Phoenix?
Bro, I'm about to talk about this shit. You got you.
I'm just saying. Hey, who's the bro? Other than you can't come together, and you're not going to come together because you're going to create an argument before you come together. Everything is going to be an argument. Everything. If I say, okay, hold on, bro. See. Hold on. If I say all of the artists need to be on the podcast, however many that can be on and stuff, you invite them on 5. Y'all want to be a part of the little rapper hip hop artist organization? Yes or no? Bam. They said, well, okay, yeah, I want to be a part of it. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Every Wednesday or whatever, we're gonna get as many on, and we're gonna talk about artists and music. We don't give a fuck about no DJ. We don't give a fuck about nothing else. The only thing we need to talk about is artists, artist management, artist writing, artist production, artist promotion. That's all the fuck you need to talk about among artists. And that's where you start. You ain't got to worry about no DJ. You ain't got to worry about none of that other superficial stuff because they ain't got nothing. I'm just saying, they don't have the DJ or the podcaster or whoever's got a video show. They don't have anything to advertise and play until you produce it. They waiting on you as an artist to produce some good shit and beat their door down with it and say, this is what I got. Now let's take DJ R for instance. DJ R is no, I'm just listening.
No DJ. Bro, I'm not talking about that on this show, man. Not on this show, man.
I'm
not talking about no DJ, bro.
It completely wasn't even supposed to be. Originally, we were talking about Thizzler, and
that was the whole thing, bro. That's why I had to take him off. I'm like,
he's always extra.
I'll fuck with Radical Mike, but I'm like, my nigga, no. Like, I'm not finna sit here and do that right now.
Yeah, no.
I'm way too faded to be talking about the right shit.
No. Plus, it's like fucking 1:15 in the morning. But no, the Thizzler event was good for what it was. It was good for the city. It was everything the 411 show did for it was superb. Of course, there were their flaws and there were their faults and shit like that. But without that, we can't have growth.
Right.
That's what it comes down to. And I feel like it was a learning experience for those that were there. I do encourage artists and other people to try to attend another event like this, if there is another event like this, or at least those who were there, see how everybody came together, right? There were people. There were motherfuckers that didn't even like each other. There was, fuck. I can't believe I'm saying this, but AZMT and fucking were in the same building, and they just fought that day on fucking Hatrix show.
Nigga, I heard they fought.
They were cool.
Nah, they got into it. I heard I swung on somebody.
I saw Kid K and his girl, and I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And then I saw her, and I was like, oh well, hopefully they don't fight, but nothing happened. So I mean, that's good. And that's what I'm talking about. Like a bunch of brothers
No,
that don't typically get together came
no.
together for something big.
I heard,
That's what
I
we need.
heard different, Muzz. I heard different, Muzz.
So something happened.
I heard there was a punch thrown and water got
Oh
thrown.
no way! I
I heard
missed
there
it.
was a punch thrown and water got thrown. I mean,
No
neither have been
way.
confirmed. But I did hear. I don't remember who
We'll
told
talk
me, but
about that personally later.
somebody told me somebody threw a punch and somebody threw some water.
Damn it! I thought nothing like that happened.
But aside from that, I heard even with that going on, it was like a cool event. So I
It
don't
was a
think it
great
was
event.
like.
I did not know that that happened. I'm whoever it was. I'm disappointed in you. Like for real.
Yeah, somebody threw a punch and somebody in return threw some
Okay.
water on them. So
I mean, it was bound to happen though. Like it was a big room of people. Like there were a lot of people in that fucking building, like crunched up together and shit like that. So I mean, maybe as another like side note and shit like that, next time look for a bigger venue and shit like that. I don't personally think that they thought, and I was talking to Shields a little bit. I don't think they thought it was gonna blow up that big. I don't think they thought that everybody was gonna come together wholesomely for the fucking city and support and shit like that. And sure shit, a lot of people came out and like
mhm.
you know that's who I give the biggest appreciation to is the people that actually popped out that knew that they weren't going to like somebody that was there and they didn't want to fuck with somebody that was there, but they kept
Mhm.
it a buck, they kept it legit, they respected the whole process of it for the city's growth.
Hell yeah, man. I
Because
agree, man.
if you
That
think
was
about
good
it,
for the
like
city.
there could have been a lot of fights that happened last night. It just took people crossing paths.
Hell yeah, man. But I'm glad nothing happened, man, and everything came out good and worked out, man. We definitely needed this
Absolutely.
right there.
Like I said, I hope C Legal did take some of this to note. I hope somebody did win. I can ask DJ Kane a little bit later. Um, what's up with that? Because he was there. So um, I hope that somebody got pushed out of here outside of Arizona. There were a few select good acts, but I feel like everybody did their thing and everybody did a great job.
Hell yeah, man. Cause that's what I want to know. Who won it? Who won it?
Let,
Who won it?
yeah, I don't know.
No, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see if anybody won or who won. Uh, I'm gonna definitely be on the lookout. I haven't heard anything today. I didn't see anybody say anything.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I haven't seen anything placed about a winner or anything like that.
Right. That's my whole thing. I need to see it winning or something. If not, I didn't know it was gonna be like 15 people on it.
Yeah, it was a pretty good amount of people. That's why I was shocked that he wanted to shut it down at like 12:30. I don't know if it for sure got shut down at 12:30 because I fucking left at like 12:07, and there were like three more artists that had to go on after me. I mean after I left. So, um, but
Hell yeah. And that,
I would definitely say that Tendo's set was the most entertaining though, by far.
sure, what?
Tendo Tendo's set was the most entertaining to watch by far. Tendo
I
did
know
his
from
thing.
what I saw, but
He uh, Tendo did his thing. He also ended up doing one of his songs. Sitting a girl down in a chair. Reminiscing her. She grinded on him. He grinded on her and shit like that. It was a whole show.
yeah, I think that was Miss Vinny. That was Miss Vinny. I think that was Miss Vinny. I think that was Miss Vinny. I think I saw a clip of
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that was
'Cause I know that's the only artist I saw. I know it was Yante, Denzel,
yep,
Davis, Bossy,
Doughboy.
Doughboy, Baby Jace. I know Simone the lyricist had performed, but
Yeah, Simone
I don't.
performed in
I
the
don't think
beginning. Becky
nobody.
G performed in the beginning.
I don't know if any. I didn't see no footage posted though. But Simone. So I didn't see any of Simone's, unfortunately. But I saw
If you
Yante.
go on DJ Kane's page, his personal Facebook page, he has all the lives on there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go check that out. I'm gonna have to go check it out. I know the crowd would definitely look like it was a nice sized crowd though. It looked pretty packed.
Oh yeah, and I mean, there was no way, sense, or form for anybody to back up. Everybody had to be like where they were. So, um, it was pretty fucking packed.
My bad, bro. These kids over here running crazy. My bad, bro. My daughter over here running. Hush. 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 My bad, Miles. Go ahead.
Oh no, I finished.
Yeah,
I was waiting on
my
you.
bad. I got kids. My 3 year old is over here wide awake at 1:30.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Uh, this is running crazy. Bro. This is running crazy. Uh, yeah, man. But I'm definitely interested. I know you said there was something about they're supposed to get some kind of promotional deal or something like that.
Yeah, I can definitely figure out all the more like I said in the beginning, I wasn't gonna go to the event, um, just because when the first Thizzler live happened, I didn't. I felt like people were done dirty, and I don't feel like um, Hatrix was keeping it a bucket with everybody because there was favoritism being played, and it was obvious. But um, when I got invited to this event to help out Kane, I was like, you know what, I'll go. See what's
Hmm.
up. You know, and I was impressed by what it was. So I could definitely have more updates on what the terms were and shit like that by tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. We have to figure that out. We have to figure that out. See who won. Yeah, man. So they kind of faded. What else is up with you, man? What else is up with
I got not much. I'm booking up my October events. October, November, I'm booked till December. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do anything or if I'm just gonna keep it at family time. Um, I've got 6 more tracks to record for the Mausoleum album coming out in May. Um, a lot of my shit's gonna happen in May, in the new year because I'm dropping a new album and shit like that. Um, I'm kind of just like cruising and shit like that
you? You're
right
coming over
until the new
your
year
house.
happens and
Right,
dropping a
you're
lot
gonna
of shit.
come over your house.
So
Yeah.
October, I think it's
Yeah.
October 15th. I'm doing a hip hop throwback show with Bill Martell. Um,
Mhm.
then I'm doing a trunk or treat charity on October 29th. You can bring the kids out. They can do trunk or treat from lowriders and shit like that. It's
Where you
also
doing that at?
a charity. Huh?
Where you doing that at?
It's in Phoenix. I have the flyer for it. I think it's around I would assume 43rd and Indian School. Don't quote me though. I do have the flyer
Okay.
for it. I just gotta get it and everything, and release it on Friday. Um, but it's something that I do yearly for AZ Bonafide Apparel, hosted by
Oh,
Cadillac Roan.
wow.
Um, when I started up taking hip hop and shit like that seriously, um, Cadillac Roan and Ricardo Holiday were the two individuals that were like looking after me at that shit during the time. Um, but yeah, they're throwing that event, and then I have a rave that I'm doing with hosting with DJ Kane, called Night of the Raving Dead, and it's gonna have a costume contest. So it's basically gonna be a little party, a rave party, but fully packed for the Halloween season. I'm thinking about going to some of these fucking Halloween events. Halloween's my biggest time of the season. Like, if I could do 2 Halloweens in the year, I would do it. I love Halloween. It's a great fun time in the year.
Mhm. Hell yeah, man.
And
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
might have to
buying
do me a
presents for
little
nobody.
Halloween. Might participate in something this October. I haven't figured out yet.
That's what I'm saying. I dress the fuck out for fucking Halloween, and I always have. Other than that, it's just I feel the most full in the October season.
Right. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, the Halloween shows are definitely dope. Yeah, we might have to wrap this one up, man.
All right, sounds good to me.
I mean, we can go backstage. I was gonna wrap it up. Right.
Well, we can come with updates tomorrow. Just hit me up.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. We can do this shit again. All right, y'all, man. We're gonna get up out of here, man. I'm Yogii Locco, man. That's the Muzz. It's the motherfucking laid out show. Shout out Radical Mike, even though we had to get him up out of here.
His crazy
Uh,
ass.
y'all tune in tomorrow, man. We're gonna go live and pick this shit back up, man. I'm out of here. It's Yogii Locco, and we are
Learn some
laid out.
dance moves over the night and shit like that. You got to beat this old man. He's 60, you're 40. Dance.
Yeah, yeah.